So you have your weird people that are pretty cool, you know, like me.
Haha!
And you got your weird people where it's like, okay, just gotta stop. Like, you're going way too far with that. Alright, so I had a job and I was a cashier at some fast food restaurant, right? And so this guy comes in. I was trying to judge, but he didn't seem all there, right? But who am I to judge, right? So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna give this guy his order, right? So he starts standing there in front of me looking at the menu. You know, every customer does that, it's normal, whatever. That's not the weird part. The weird part is that he starts doing this. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, I didn't know what to say, so I was just, you know, just smiling, just trying to be respectful. And like those customers behind him, and they look kind of concerned too. They were like looking at him like, is this guy okay? I was about to like, you know, say like, sir, like, are you ready to order? To try to like snap him out of it, I don't know. And so, he did that for like, I don't know, like for like a good 10 seconds, and then I was about to say it, but he's like, okay, I'm ready to order. I was like, alright, what would you like to order? And so he was like telling me what he wanted, but in a very slow way. So I'm like, ah, he's one of those customers. And then so finally we finished his order. It was only like 3 items, and then so the protocol is to ask for his name. So like when we finish the food, we can like call out his name. And so I was like, okay, sir, can I have your name for the order? And he was like,
no, I don't want that.
and I'm like, can I have your name for the order?
He's like, no, I don't want to do that.
I'm like, oh, okay, like obviously this guy doesn't want to tell me his name, don't know why, sketchy. And so I was like, alright, fuck this. And so I just like press like accept, so we can call out his number and not his name. And then so I gave him his cup, and then after like a couple customers, serving a couple customers, finally his order was ready, and then I got shit given because I didn't get his name. They're like,
next time you have to get the customer's name.
I was like, he didn't want to give me his name. They're like,
oh, okay then. Who's the guy?
and I pointed at the person, and my coworker's like,
oh, that's the guy.
and I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, she was about to tell me the story, but then it got really busy, so I'm like, alright, whatever, like we'll get back to it. And so I was like minding my business, like helping cleaning the kitchen and whatnot, and then eventually, like, I don't know, like I guess like 5 minutes later I hear him yelling,
Saying, excuse me.
but he was sitting down, and I looked at him and he's like,
Can I get a bag?
so I gave him his bag, and I didn't pay attention what was around him. I just like looked at his face and just like gave him the bag, and he said thanks. And then so he was putting his stuff in his bag, I guess, and then like he put his tray away, and then he went to go to the drinking area to refill the cup. And then I started going to the dining area to like start sweeping, and all you hear is like water flowing from somewhere, like a lot, like literally it sounded like you got a bucket of water and just started like you just threw it on the floor. And I turned around and I see him throwing up everywhere, all over the soda counter, onto the floor. And then I'm like, what the heck? Like in my head I'm like screaming, like, why is this happening to me? I was just watching it, and then all the customers were like, oh. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I've never experienced something like that. Okay, it's one thing when your friend throws up, like, you know they're okay. They don't got any, diseases. But this guy, this complete stranger, threw up there. And do you think that's worse? He threw up where he was eating at. He threw up like on the table, on the chair, and on the opposite chair from him. I don't know how he even got there, and on the floor. And when I went to get his tray that he put away, it was covered with throw up. I was like, this guy was dying while I was in the back cleaning. I was like, oh my gosh. He literally like walked away. And then so I got gloves. But I walked awkwardly into the kitchen. So my coworkers were like, what's wrong, Bev? And I was like, there's throw up. And they're like, what? And then my other coworker was like, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. Last time he came and he threw up, like he literally walked inside, threw up, and left. I'm like, what? I was like, oh geez, like why do we even allow him inside if he's just gonna throw up everywhere? And so who had to clean it up? I did. I mean, that's my job, right? And so I literally went on I felt like I was wearing a Ghostbuster outfit. I was like, I had like triple I had 3 pairs of gloves on, and unfortunately I didn't have a mask. But you're never going to know what's going to happen in a fast food place. Either poop on the floor, throw up in the dining area. I don't know. Just, I don't think I ever want to work at a fast food place ever again.